WCPO 9. It's a new day.
Good afternoon and Happy New Year. I'm your host, Tiana Henry. We have a special guest that is here today. I want to welcome Carla O'Neal from McKenzie Chic. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Carla.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be back.
Yes. Now, Carla's family-owned business specializes in creating beautiful and unique weddings, social engagements, and corporate events. And it's just a new year, Carla, and people have resolutions. They're usually kind of the same. They want to organize their home. They want to decorate. What are some trends that are going on where our viewers can get in on?
Well, the Christmas holiday is busy, and after the Christmas holiday celebration, this is a great time to organize, purge, and declutter. And so typically with Christmas, you get tons of gifts, tons of things that are coming in for the kids, for your family. And so this is the best time to get rid of stuff.
Right.
So for every gift that you receive, go through your house and get rid of one item for that extra gift that you got. So that way, hopefully you don't get overwhelmed with all the extra stuff, because stuff drives me crazy. Yeah. And so I call it square footage. I'm like, every time you get rid of something, you increase your square footage in your house. And so the goal is to purge as much stuff as you can, and just take 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be an entire room. Just do one corner. I say one corner at a time. If you can spend 5 to 10 minutes on one corner, by the end of the week, you'll have a whole room done.
That's great advice. Now, there are also some decorating trends. Can you share with us some of the decorating trends for 2026?
Yes. So actually, I do a little bit of interior design. I've been kind of dabbling in that. I've kind of done some Airbnbs and some home interiors. And so I think minimalism is coming back. I think last year we kind of got away from minimalism and we went to maximalist style, which is like very eclectic, very over the top, a lot of different items. And so clearing your space, making sure that you have more space to enjoy, and be intentional about your purchases when it comes to decor and design.
And we're showing some of your designs, by the way, on the screen.
Oh, so these are actually some fun things from some of my events that we've actually done in the past. But homeowners, I think in the economy that we live in, it's expensive.
It is.
And so I think trying to buy catalog items where you buy the whole entire catalog is just not going to work anymore. Think about vintage pieces, things that you can refurbish or refresh, mixing and matching with what you already have in your house and adding small intentional purchases to complement that. And so I think it's very wise to say, hey, let's focus on being creative versus trying to just buy everything that's in front of you. Let's save some money this year and be intentional when it comes to home design.
Now, speaking of designing in a budget, what are some places that you think would be good to design on a budget?
I don't know, people still do Goodwill, but you would be surprised. Yeah. I know I love Goodwill, and when I did actually a home interior for Airbnb, we mixed a lot of Goodwill pieces with a lot of modern and new pieces. And so think of it, do a family swap, talk to other families. If you're getting rid of something, they're getting rid of something, maybe swap them out. So that way neither one of you are actually paying out of pocket, but you're just swapping decorative pieces to add to your homes.
Yes, and you know what? You do a really good job. I saw some pictures of some weddings.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Love weddings.
So what are the trends for 2026 now?
For 2026, oh my gosh, I think there's so many trends. I think the thing with weddings nowadays is it's about the experience.
Yes.
Tailoring it to who you guys are as an individual. It doesn't have to be over the top when it comes to design and decor, but just making sure there are elements of characteristics of who you guys are as a couple and as an individual. I would say a lot of weddings are now doing off season just because it's more cost saving than your typical June, July, August month. So if you want to save some money, think about March, think about October, thinking about November. We just did a December wedding, but also don't forget inclement weather, so make sure you plan accordingly.
Now, I want to get your opinion on some of the things for the children. Both of us have daughters, and you also have a son. How would you, I guess, create a good environment in their room that they can grow to and not be too kiddie-ish when they're around? Like my daughter's switching from the 12, now she's like, teenager, that stuff is old. So what would you think would be a good
I would work on trying to plan every so many years. I know sometimes it's hard because the kids are growing so fast, but maybe every 5 to 10 years, like a 5-year milestone, 10-year milestone, change their rooms, update it.
Oh, okay.
I'm the type of person, I don't like TVs in my kids' bedrooms because I want to make sure they are calm and they have a serene environment. Kids love lights, so that's one thing you can incorporate in the room, but try to keep the room very intentional when it comes to design and decorations. Make sure it still feels like homey and cozy, but also has a little bit of their personality.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Carla. These are great tips. And for some of the people out there watching for their corporate event or for their wedding, how can they get in touch with you? Can you give your website?
www.McKenzieChic.com. And I forgot to add, this is a new trend, portable lighting.
Oh.
So another thing you can add in any room.
That is really cute.
And it goes anywhere.
Wow. Portable. I like it. Well, thank you so much for these tips. Like I said, you go and visit Carla's website, McKenzieChic.com.